Hi, this is Jaya. In this video, we shall see in the lesson Vanaviyal about Perandam. In about this Perandam and how it appeared and all that, scholars have said so many things. And in last century, Freud Hayel has talked about this Peruvedipu. And he tells that this is the way because of the huge blast that Peruvedipu only our world, that is our universe, was formed. And though his ideas, his concept is still in research level, many scholars have accepted this and they are also doing research according to this idea. And what they say is millions and millions and millions of years ago itself, something which was very, very, very small, in a time lapse which is even lesser than 1 second, there was a big blast, Pervedipu. And at that time, all the materials, they shrunk, like we are talking about black hole now, no? They all shrunk and they became so small that they were smaller than the size of an atom. And they all started, because they were all so very close, they became so hot and they became like one ball. And slowly this small ball started cooling, and when it was cooling it started expanding, and when it expanded it again burst. At that time all these materials which were in that ball, they were scattered in different directions, and that information is registered in our ancient Tamil literature, and this is what tells about the solar system, that is Surya Mandalam. வானூர்ந்த வயங்கு ஒளி மண்டிலம். This information is registered in Agananuru by Avayar. And in this we find that the solar system, the center we have the sun, and that is what has actually bursted, and from that burst whatever fire came out as a ball, one fireball only cooled and later became the world. This information is given in Paripadala. And after many Urikalam means millions and millions and millions of years. That is one Urikalam is 1 million year. And this is how we calculate the timings. So much time it took for this fire to cool down. And when it became cool, it started expanding. And when it expanded, it also started getting air, fire and water, and this air, fire and water helped living beings to come into existence, because the basic needs of a living being was available in this place. And this information is also found in Paripadal, which says தொன்முறை இயற்கையின் மதியோ உள்ளீட்டாகே இருநிலத்து ஊடியும். That is, in this world there are many living beings, and now when we are talking about this science, these living beings did not come immediately. From one living being another living being came, and that took many millions of years. And that millions of years, that is 1,00,000 ஆண்டுகள், 1,00,000 years is mentioned as Urikalam. So in one word he has said that after so many years one life came into existence. And therefore ancient Tamil people, when they mention about these materials, they speak about land, then fire, water, air and also Visumbu, which is the sky. And they say these five are the Aimbhudangal which form the world. This information we find in Madurai Kanji, which is written by Mangudi Mardanar. He says நீரும் நிலனும் தீயும் வலியுமாக விசும்போடு ஐந்து. And in that he says that these five join together and function in such a way that living beings came into existence, and these living beings also reproduced and they multiplied in their number. That is, they also helped in reproduction of the living beings which came into existence. And this is the information which Thul Tamil, that is ancient Tamil people, have told us. And we also find the information மண்திணித்த நிலனும் ஐம்பெரும் பூதத்து இயற்கை in புறநானூறு, where Murujiyar Mudi Nagayar tells that this whole land, that is the land part, is filled with atoms, and in this place only On top of the land we have the sky. And what is touching the land and sky is the air. And this air helps the increase of fire. That is, if there is fire and when there is air added to it, we know that oxygen helps in burning. And therefore, because of this air, the fire is able to burn. And what is water is, it is the one which is opposite to fire. And all these five atral means the strength, they are the nature. And this five ஐம்பூதங்கள் is something which we cannot understand fully, but we are trying to understand more and more, and that is what the scientists have been doing. And they are still saying that the sky is there without any support. And this information is being entered in Purananuru, which says Varida Nile Iya Kayamo. This song tells us that. And when we see about Nal mean and Coal mean, what is Nal mean and Coal mean? We find the information in ancient literature. It says that Nal meengal means they can naturally give out light. For example, you take the sun, it gives out natural light. Coal meengal means from the sun they receive the light and they reflect it, like the satellites. Moon reflects the light which it receives from the sun. And not only that, human beings' life is connected with these Nal meengal. It says that the day when you are born, the time which you are born, if it is in a month and next to it which mean is standing, that is we call it is the star, that is the nakshatra mean. And we have Velli mean, Sunny mean, Mai mean, Sem mean, Eri mean, Vada mean, all these are there. And about all this they have done a lot of research and they have also registered that in literature. And they say that in the morning time, if there is this Velli mean, and if it is in the north side, then there will be rain. If it is in the south side, there will not be any rain. And at the same time, if Eri Kulli, if it's going to fall down, and if Sunny mean is going to change, then something bad is going to happen. And these people, they studied a lot about this Nalkolgal, and according to that only they performed their task. But all this will not come in Kalavu Odukam, because that will not be counted in all this. But in all other times, they saw about this Nalmeengal. And this information is given in Tolkapiyam, which says, Maraindu Odukattu Orayum Nalum, Turanda Odukam Kedavorke Illai. And more about this coal, they have said that when this coal is in a day where it will not give any bad effects, in that day they will say whether Rogini, that day, and this mean, Nal mean, in which day it is coming, on that day only they will get people married. This information is entered in Agananuru by ancient Tamil people, and they have also categorized these Vanatha Meengal, and they have analyzed the changes which are happening in this coal mean and Nal mean. And according to this coal meengal, and they have understood that in nature certain things will happen, and this they predicted beforehand itself, and according to that they planned their working. And in the sky, when these wind meengal, if they have changed their pattern, then they understood something bad is going to happen. And according to the expectation itself, a king itself died, and this historical information is registered by Kodalur Kirar, who is a Sangam poet. And in that song, he says that Meda Rasi Anudanal, and in that Muppanai Vadivam, it is in Kulathin Vadivam, Velli, Panguni, all was there in this Uttara Nakshatram, and Eri Nakshatram also is mentioned there. So because of the changes in this, that is in natural behavior, there is a change. They understood some changes will happen in this world, and there has so many things which are happening according to this Nal mean and Coal mean. So they knew something bad will happen before itself, and all this information is registered in the ancient literature. And this shows how much knowledge the ancient people, that is ancient Tamil people, had about our universe and how they predicted what is going to happen by observing the universe, and they have also registered it to pass that knowledge to the next generation which we have received. If you have anything more to add on to what I've said, please do write it in the comment box. Like the video, share it with your friends, and if you have not subscribed my channel, please subscribe and support. Thank you.